Hello friends, it is Penny Shelton here on Tuesday, May the 3rd. You'll want to make sure to watch this video all the way to the end because at the end I am going to be reading the 3 names that I just drew 5 minutes ago out of the kitty. 3 lucky members of Raw Food Rehab are going to be winning Annie Phyo's newly released book, Annie's Raw Food Asia. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know, I have not received my copy yet. I ordered it like a couple weeks ago, so I'm thinking something must have gone awry. Probably one of my neighbors got it, and they are really enjoying reading it. It should have been here by now, but I have talked to a couple of people on our website who have received a copy that they had pre-ordered, and they are saying that it is truly a must-have for your raw food library. So the good news is that if you're not one of the 3 lucky winners, because we had, I don't know how many hundreds of people signed in for their chance at it, it's only about $12 on Amazon. So it's affordable, and very soon it's going to be showing up in local libraries because her books are mainstream. They really are, even though raw food is sort of a niche market in the food world. Annie has gone mainstream, and that's just one of those things that I love about her. There's so many things. I mean, she is a very good friend of mine, and definitely someone that I can look to as a mentor. I mean, she is living the lifestyle, and she's having fun doing it, and I think that's one of the reasons that she's been so successful is because she really loves raw food, and she's found ways to make it work for her. And you know, she's taken some heat from, there are a colony of people out there that don't like, well, they don't like a lot of things. But they don't like Annie because of maybe some of the ingredients that she chooses to use, or they say she uses too many nuts, and it's like, well, you know, we're all adults. The majority of her recipes, at least for me, are foolproof. Every time I've made one of her recipes, it's always like off the charts delicious. And so as you get more into the raw food lifestyle, you may choose not to use nuts, or you may choose not to use agave nectar. And you know what? You can. But I think that she's really bridging the gap between the traditional culinary world and green living and green food preparation. So Annie, in my book, is the queen of green. Love her. So that's just all I have to say about that. So if you don't have any of her books, oh my gosh. Well, I can't tell you enough how I think that you should at least go to your library and look for any of Annie Phyo's books and enjoy them. I know that you will. And I've seen on all the comments when you all have signed up as to what reason you think that you really want to have this book. I know so many of you that she's made a big impact on your raw food journey. So she's worthy to be praised, in my opinion. Okay, real quick. I don't think that this is a topic that I can talk about really quickly, but I'm just going to throw a little bit of it out here. It's kind of a heavy subject in the middle of this video, but I have become increasingly more aware that there is a large percentage of people on this website and on Facebook, and I mean, I'm just talking the internet community because that is sort of my world right now. And in real life, I do know people too that are struggling. I mean, really struggling. Struggling with I talked about this in the video that I make in the vault for the people that are participating in our current 11-week Total Health and Wellness Initiative, Go Fresh. It's not too late to join, by the way. You can join at any time, and you're going to get all kinds of good stuff if you come and join. It's $33, well worth it, in my opinion. I think you'll hear that from others as well. I mean, they'll say that they get their money's worth. People are struggling with knowing what they want to do, knowing the idea, the concepts, the reason why the raw food diet would be of benefit to them. And I'm not even talking about becoming like a hardcore 100% raw food convert. I'm just talking about making some major improvements in what a person is currently eating. And so we get these people that they come in and they go hog wild into 100% raw overnight, and then they come back and they're like, I've fallen off of the raw food wagon and I'm struggling. And I think part of that whole thing happens because you know the information, you get all this training, and then you realize why you need to implement this into your life. But I just want to suggest that that's not necessarily the best way to go about this, because you're setting yourself up for failure in many aspects, because you're just like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it happen, and then life happens, and we get busy, and then the kids, and we're running errands, and we've got a parent that calls and we have to go deal with that, and then something happens with our job, and we make a choice to eat a meal that is not raw food. It's maybe one of the old meals that we used to eat that made us feel bad, and then we beat ourselves up, right? Really a vicious cycle that happens. You've been there, most likely. The percentage of people that go 100% raw or very high raw and just stay the program and stay the course, those people rock, but it's a smaller percentage, honestly. So just for the record, okay, here at Raw Food Rehab, there is no specific perfection guideline that we're going for here. I'm not 100% raw 100% of the time. And yes, there's been a time in my experience where I've beaten myself up for it. I don't do that anymore, because that is another way that I found that I was self-sabotaging myself. Listen, if I make a choice that's not optimal for me, then I get to pay the consequences. For whatever those consequences are. Maybe I go into, allergic reaction. Maybe my body retains fluid. Maybe I gain a couple pounds. Maybe my elimination's not what it used to be. Well, so, I don't have to tie any guilt into that. I don't have to beat myself up over it. Neither do you. So let's start fresh today. Let's start with, what can we do today that's going to help us add more life into our life? And it may not even be food. It may be other decisions that we need to make, where we're walking away from the darkness and we are walking into the light of life. Are you following what I'm saying? Stop beating yourself up. You'll never be perfect on this planet Earth. It's not going to happen. But you sure can love yourself more and take care of yourself more. I put up a video yesterday by Dan the man with the master plan, the life regenerator, Dan McDonald. Most of you know Dan. Some of you don't know Dan, and you probably, when you saw that video, you're like, who is this naked man in a bath towel? That's just Dan, and I love him just the way that he is, because he's bringing a message. If you missed that post yesterday, go watch his video, because he's really talking about the big picture, which is this important. He takes his arms out and he says, it's this important. Food is this much of the picture, of the big picture of what really matters. Now, obviously, he's not telling you to go out and eat a cheeseburger, okay? He's not telling you that. But it's more important that we get what's going on inside of here and in our heart right first. That's got to come into alignment first in a lot of ways. Eating a raw food diet or a high raw food diet really does help put us more in touch with our heart and our emotions. I've found that to be true, and so many of you who are on target right now are finding that to be true as well. So just know that we are here at Raw Food Rehab as a support community as you're adding more raw and living foods into your life. If that means that you're now have gone from 0 to 20% raw foods, rock on. If that means that you've gone from 75% raw to you're rocking 100% raw food diet and you're feeling good about it, we're here for you. Whatever, okay? That's where we are here. No raw food police. I don't let them in. They don't come into the compound here. We've got guards outside keeping them away. You're loved here. There is a lot of love and support for you here. I hope you know that. I think you do. And if you're having a struggle and you're really feeling sheepish about coming in and engaging in the community, you've put that on yourself. We're not going to put that on you, okay? We really, if we have in the past, we're working on that. We don't want you to feel judged here, okay? We're a work in progress too. This is a community that is ever evolving and ever growing, and I'm very grateful for each one of you, and you all bring something very important. Your presence here does matter. It does matter. We would love to hear from you today underneath this video. How about we read these winners' names. Okay, first of all, Esther Francis, you won a copy of Annie Phyo's new book. I know you're going to be excited about that. Diane K, you are the second winner. Diane K in Washington. And our third and final winner is Peaches Q. And all three of you guys have been around for a while. Normally we always have like some new people that win, but all three of you have been around the Raw Food Rehab Mansion since, well, early on. So your names got drawn. My husband helped me draw those names, so I am delighted. If you all will message me, just send me a personal message with your address, I'm going to get those books sent out as soon as I hear from you. You guys, I tell you every time, but I mean it. I love you all. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. We're coming up here in about less than 2 weeks on our monthly roll call thread. And I've got something real special that I'm going to be giving away. Something that I'm really excited about offering to the community. So you be sure to stay tuned to Raw Food Rehab because we've always got something uncooking around here. I'll see you soon. Bye.